Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Look at these two guys here. The goddamn Wilsons, I tell you. Not Mr. Wilson, not Mr. Wilson. You got the Wilsons. One guy is cookie whooped and the other one is just the cookie. I mean, it's like what? Look, Zach Wilson, we knew what he was gonna be. All of us knew what Zach was. You know, he just started coming along late. He's the BYU prototypical, white quarterback. That's what he is. Russell Wilson was never looked at to be the guy. Me and my brother Kraken, I remember this draft like yesterday. My order was RG3, Luck, and then Russell Wilson. My brother's pick was Russell Wilson, Andrew Luck, and RG3. He felt like RG3, it wasn't about the talent, it was about the injuries, which is the truth. It was about the injuries. But I just never really saw Russell as, man, he finna be this and that. And, I saw him in Wisconsin. I mean, he was good. It was some games where I was like, he kind of left a little bit to me on the plate. Now, what I didn't realize was when my brother told me about, and this was like when they were going on their Super Bowl run. He was telling me about Russell Wilson with he used to play for NC State, and if you're in the college football, you're in the South, you're a Florida State guy or Miami guy, NC State. NC State is usually the school like Kentucky is in the SEC to come and spoil the party. Like, the party's over here, hey, then they just come and just shoot it up. They just, hey, nah, everybody on the ground, nah, y'all ain't having fun while I'm here. And that's just how they are. NC State has always done that. And I remember him at quarterback, what he did to us. I forgot that was the same quarterback that transferred from North Carolina State to Wisconsin. And when my brother told me this, I was like, oh my gosh, I was so dumb. I just realized it. I'm like, what the hell? That's when I said he was the best quarterback in the draft. Because we were beating them. And in the second half came Russell Wilson just like magic. He did what Doug Flutie does. To me, that's who I compared him to. He was another Doug Flutie. A guy who, he's okay, but when it gets late in the game, it's time to win the game. It's time to put your team on your back. He went and did that. Now, Andrew Luck to me was just, he's like Kirk Cousins, except he's better than Kirk Cousins. Let me not go that far. I just never liked Andrew Luck. He just seemed to me like he's okay. Like, he's not going to lose you the game, but he's not going to win it that much. He'll win you a couple games, but he's not going to win that big one. And he just always seemed to just, I don't know, he just always digressed to me in college. Like, his first year he was okay, second year he was good. His third and fourth year, I believe, or his third year, I don't know if he played just 3 years, 4 years. I don't follow Luck like that. I just go off of the games that I watched him play at Stanford, and he just always seemed like he was okay. He just never seemed like he was all that. And that's the same thing with RG3, is that RG3 was just awesome. Like, he could throw from the pocket, he could throw outside the pocket. The issue with RG3 was how long can he stay healthy? Health was the only issue with RG3. Wasn't that he couldn't play. Wasn't that he couldn't take the game over. RG3 was clutch. His problem is he just can't stay healthy. But Russell Wilson could stay healthy, and Russell Wilson could command your offense, and he could win the game. So when they went into camp, Seattle wasn't even finna start Russell Wilson. It was finna be Matt Flynn. You remember Matt Flynn, the 6-touchdown quarterback. Remember he came in the game and scored 6 touchdowns. Was that against the Lions? I think it was against the Lions. The Lions always got shit to happen to them. No offense, Detroit T. But they always have something happen to them. So they came into camp, everyone they pinned him in. They didn't even pencil him in. Matt Flynn was the starter until camp started. Well, Russell Wilson just outplayed him. Then in the preseason games, I even was saying, I don't know, man. I think they finna go with this Russell Wilson, dog. I would go with him because he was just outperforming him. Matt Flynn just looked it terrible. It was like, what the hell? It's like, what the hell are we talking about here? And then he started. They took off. I think they won in his first year or second year. I can't remember, his third year. They won within that time where he outplayed Peyton Manning. They blew Peyton Manning out. They don't never show that Super Bowl because a lot of people were mad because they picked the Broncos to win. But that game we saw Peyton Manning, it was done for him. It was the end. It was the end of Peyton Manning after that. The rest of the next year, he was hurt and came back. The running game had to carry him and the defense. Sort of like what happened with Tim Tebow, but hey, nobody wanted to admit that. Now, Russell Wilson, of course, was with his wife. His first wife was of course, white. And they were happy together. I always seen Russell Wilson as Carlton. Like, he just was a nice guy. He just wasn't that type of dude. Then when he got with Sierra, he never really been the same. She laid that thigh out on him, and he just ain't been the same ever since, man. Dude probably don't even know how to spell his name. He know he got 2 S's in his name. He only spelling 1. Russell, no, it's 2 S's in that. You mean R-U-S? E-L? Yeah, R-U-S-E-L. No, dummy, it's 2 S's and 2 L's. Oh, whatever, I'm ready for the game. And he's just been stinking up the joint ever since that Super Bowl where it was an audible, which wasn't a wrong play. Everybody is still mad at that play, and it's like, dog, like it was a hot read because the A-gaps were occupied. The blitz was coming. Even if you gave it to Marshawn, he would have got stopped. But everybody forgets in that Super Bowl, if they would have won, Russell Wilson would have got the MVP. He was balling in that Super Bowl. But everybody forgets that. Because everybody is like Richard Sherman. Stuck on stupid. Still stuck on that same goddamn play. It's over. Let it go. It's like the craziest shit to me. Like, people forget how great Russell was that season and including the playoffs. The guy was balling, but he don't get no credit because they had Beast Mode and they had the Legion of Boom, all of that, which Earl Thomas, in my opinion, was the most valuable of the Legion of Boom, but we'll talk about that another day. Now, after that Super Bowl, they lost. He got the blame. They cleared the deck. They got rid of everybody from the Legion of Boom. Marshawn was gone. So it was Russell, he had ample time to do what he does. And he was getting to the playoffs, but they just weren't winning they weren't winning in the clutch. Then he got with Sierra, which is one of the biggest thoughts out there, allegedly. But all these Sierra fans that come out of nowhere, man, she not no thot, she not. Then why are you twerking at a gas station? Why are you twerking on a damn truck and you're married with kids? I never understand it. Like, some of these black women get dumber and dumber by the goddamn day, and it's just sad. But that'll be another story where they'll come and hate my ass for that video. Now, he has not been the same. He got his trade. He was able to get out of there. Seattle, everybody said, oh, Seattle's done. Russ is gone now. And Russ, it's been the opposite. The Seahawks have looked like they're better without Russ. Geno Smith, a.k.a. Big Geno, grabbing a booty near you. Grabbing a male booty near you. Allegedly. Nah, that ain't allegedly. That shit on pictures. And Geno just been balling. So Russell has gone here. But this is the thing. Nobody's mentioning the coach. Nathaniel Hackett and Russell Wilson don't mix. Hackett was there. He was brought in as the coach because John Elway was going to bring Aaron Rodgers into into Denver. Remember? Hello? Y'all forgot? But it's funny to me how Aaron Rodgers could request a trade, but then nothing happens to him and he doesn't have his career derailed. But we'll talk about that another day. But Aaron Rodgers, Crybaby Rodgers, Karen Rodgers, Sharon Rodgers, Bitch Ass Rodgers, or whatever name you got for him, decided to come back because he got his money. And because he got his money, that's when Devontae left, because Devontae wasn't finna stick around for that bullshit, whether you're coming, going, coming. And everybody wants to say, well, Green Bay was going to offer him. They weren't offering. They couldn't have offered him that much money because they wouldn't have had enough money to fill the roster up, idiots. That's a classic business tactic they use to try to tell the fans, we tried to keep Devontae Adams, but it's a lie. Okay? Now, Aaron Rodgers is showing he ain't shit. Devontae Adams is playing for a quarterback worse than Aaron Rodgers, so his whole year has been messed up. And Russell Wilson and Hackett really aren't seeing eye to eye. The wide receivers are tired of the plays. They hate the plays. The timing is off because it doesn't fit Russell Wilson's strengths. See, people don't understand. You run your plays around the quarterback you have. Like if you have a quarterback like a Justin Fields, for example, you're not going to call a drop back pass play and have receivers run timing routes. He's not that type of quarterback. You would use him, or you would have the backside, which is either the X or the Z receiver, run a drag or run a post or run a up and in, whatever it is, to lead back to where the quarterback can play that one half of the field and can get the ball out. However, that's not happening. And the reason that it's not that everyone's like, I told you Russell's not done. The problem is Russell he don't fit the plays. The plays are more tailor made for Aaron Rodgers. They're not a Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is backyard football. He only can play when the play breaks down, or he plays better when he can move around the pocket or run around or roll to his right or roll to his left. You know, that's the type of quarterback he is. He can make some throws from the pocket, but it's not a lot. He's not that tall. He's only like, 5'9", 5'10", maybe 5'11". I mean, I think he's 5'11". He's short. So the guy can barely see. That's why I love quarterbacks who are about Lamar Jackson's height, which is 6'2", 6'2", 6'3", in that range. 6'5" and above is like way too tall, unless they can do some movement or they just got a quick throwing motion like Tom Brady. Now, that's the thing that's happened. Now, the other guy who is all cookie in New York never should have been picked. The New York Jets should have went after Justin Fields or Mac Jones. That's what they should have done. Or Trey Lance. Trey Lance would have been a perfect quarterback there because he could have grew with the coordinator. But no. They wanted Zach Wilson. And look what they got. A guy who doesn't take any accountability. A guy who is too busy into loving Mills instead of studying his damn playbook. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that's fine if you like Mills or you like Gills. Hey, that's your prerogative. However, I'm in the business of winning games. If you're not winning games, then that is called a distraction. But it's funny to me now everybody wants to come down on them. But at first, they didn't even say nothing. They just let the shit slide. Everybody had to get on them because they heard Twitter and all the brothers say, now y'all know that was Lamar Jackson, dog. Y'all would have been creaming him. Then they tried to soften it up and say, look what Josh Allen did. Josh Allen took accountability. We weren't buying that shit. So they had to go in on Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson had to apologize because the team said it's a bad look. They want him to be the quarterback. He's the perfect skin tone. But guess what? He's not the perfect player. They should have gotten Justin Fields. Justin Fields or Trey Lance would have fit there. Mac Jones should have went to San Francisco because that's who John Lynch wanted. Kyle Shanahan wanted Trey Lance because he saw the upside like I saw the upside. Trevor Lawrence was already gone. You know, so it is what it is. But Zach Wilson should have never got picked. Like I said, the Jets should have traded that pick if they weren't going to get a quarterback, add pieces to the offensive line and the defensive line, add some more players, get a quarterback next year, go get a quarterback that's a journeyman, and just go with that. You could have got lucky and been okay. You wouldn't have had to commit to that quarterback. You could have got away with it. But they fell victim to their own stupidity and being New York Jets. MESS Mets. So, thank y'all for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if y'all love what y'all hear, y'all could donate to the page by going to the description box, hitting that link to my Cash App where you could donate whatever your heart's desire. And if y'all love what y'all hear, while the video is live and premiering, you guys can super chat. And after the video is over, even though you didn't make the live, you guys can leave a super thanks, which is just like a super chat just after the video has come into fruition. So thank you guys for listening. One love to all of y'all. We are out. Deezy.